The Events Leading to the Civil War by Jasmine Butler. Thank you. In 1846, David Wilmot gave the idea of the Wilmot Proviso. This will ban slavery in the new lands. There was so much debate about this, so the Compromise of 1850 was made. In 1848, the Mexican War ended. America gave up the western land. This was a problem because the new land was turned into states. On to 1850, the Fugitive Slave Act. Any federal officer that did not arrest a slave on the run, they might have to pay a fine. This only increased the efforts against slavery. In 1852, Harriet Beecher Stowe wrote a book to show how bad slavery was and how he was against it. This book affected how the Northerners looked at slavery. In 1854, the Kansas-Nebraska Act was passed. This allowed Kansas and Nebraska to decide for themselves if they wanted to be free or a slave. In 1856, Congressman Preston Brooks attacked Charles Sumner because of his speech against pro-slavery happening in Kansas. In 1857, Dred Scott lost his case about him being free of slavery. The court overlooked him because he didn't own any property. The Lecompton Constitution was made to allow Kansas to be a slave state. The Constitution was sent for votes and it was rejected, and Kansas became a free state in 1858. In 1859, John Brown raided Harper's Ferry. John Brown and 17 other men attempted to raid the arsenal in Virginia. However, they were all surrounded by troops, then they were killed.
Get into Harper's Ferry, get out, take the weapons with him. He expected to have a lot of help. There were nearly 18,000 slaves in a 6-county area surrounding this town, so he did expect slaves to come and join him, and that would be his principal labor source. Unfortunately, he would be trapped, the militia would surround him before any slaves arrived on the scene.
Brown and his collaborators barricaded themselves inside the fire engine building. When the Marines, under the command of Robert E. Lee, stormed the building, he was captured. He was hanged 2 months later, but his bold venture set off alarm bells throughout the South.
There's absolutely no doubt that John Brown is a spark.
In 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected for president.
Election, Abraham Lincoln had risen from humble origins.
Lincoln was born in a log cabin. Lincoln was born in poverty, but it was something that he was not particularly proud of. He did not talk about it. He certainly didn't try to make it a selling point.
He also had little political experience. He had served in the House of Representatives in the 1840s, but was defeated after only a single term when he was one of a few to oppose the Mexican-American War.
Very hard to imagine anybody with less administrative experience than Lincoln. He managed a law office with about 3 clerks, and that was it.
I think the Republican Party gravitated toward Lincoln in 1860, one, because he was somewhat of a more moderate politician. Lincoln also had the advantage of coming from the Midwest, and the Republican Party really had their eye on capturing the Midwest in the presidential contest.
November 1860. All across the country, people trekked to the ballot box. In one of the largest electoral turnouts up to that point, 81% of all eligible voters cast their votes. In the 20th century, most presidential elections would fail to draw more than 65%. Lincoln swept the entire North from New England to the upper Midwest, but didn't receive a single popular vote from 9 southern states. He squeaked into office as the 16th president, but his victory proved to be the death knell for the Union.